Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, June 21st. We're looking at window traders' market profile of the ES and the NQ. So hopefully this video works better. I know there was a tremendous echo in this morning. So don't know why. I just did a little test run. It seems okay. Hopefully it is. Anyway, market closes. Decent week. Up on the week. We do put the daily back to balance. NQ does a great job of defending their balance low. We have wide POCs. In fact, righty gets their third perfect POC of the year. And exactly 3 months ago was their last one on March 21st. Very quiet finish for an options expiration. Maybe next Friday, which would be the end of the quarter, half year, and rebalancing might have more volatility. So righty goes out, and we'll do all these charts after we go through our profiles. So afternoon pullback in K, and like I said, a perfect POC, and actually probe late in the day. NQ goes out with an 11 wide point of control, and an afternoon pullback in I, and look how they defended Monday's low. Beautiful job of defending that. So they never got into the rollover gap. The other thing, though, is we spent the entire day in ES and in NQ in yesterday's lower distribution. Don't forget, we had a trend day down yesterday. ES goes out with a 12 wide POC. So that's twice this week, I believe, we had a 12 wide POC, right? Maybe not. We were 11 on Tuesday. Maybe that was last week. But we've had some wide POCs. 12 wide today, afternoon pullback in I. Small range, $2.65. Had a decent day. In A period, I started shorting NQ with the ebb and flow. Just seemed like once it opened and was pushing, just seemed like any push up was worth a short. I did that. Actually took it to get the overnight low also. So a couple times I took at least 2 shorts in NQ, one on an ebb and flow trade, one to get the overnight low. Then I took a long in A against the balance low. I'm like, if they're going to defend anything, they'll defend the balance low. So I did that, and that worked out. B period. We were trading inside of A, shorted it against the 144 a couple times, did well on that. C period, also an NQ. The ebb and flow was still going towards the sell side. They had a reversal bar, but the ebb and flow was still towards the short side and did okay there. In D period, I did take the long to pop the top. I thought we were going to finally get the IB high, and we did. So that worked out on that long as we timed that. F period, took a long when we came down, where is F, and filled the single prints. Took the long, we got an initial bounce off of that. That happens a lot. Then I had a loss in NQ. I took a short in NQ. I thought we would stop the one time framing up. Took a short, but it went against me, and I took it off. Now, we did come down and finally take it off and take it out. I took a long in G thinking that might be the afternoon pullback, but I wasn't convinced. In fact, and this is where we talk in the room, it didn't get far enough away from where the point of control was. It was still above value low. So I said, I'm going to be like we talk about the lion waiting in the grass. I said, even in ES. I said, if ES pulls back anywhere around value low and overnight low, and the same with NQ. Now, NQ lowered their value again. It was higher than this. But I said, if it does do that in H, I think it's a good risk-reward long to go back to POC. Well, I got long both ES and in NQ when they pulled back in H, and both paid. Got paid very nicely. Now, I did try it again in NQ and I. Took it off for a small loss. If I had been patient, would have made money on it. But again, I was having a good day. I'm like, you know what? That trade in H, the first time, was a really good trade. When I takes out H, I got to be a little more leery, even though it would have worked out. And that was the last trade of the day. So a good day and a good week overall. As far as our destinations go, in ES, 45.75 is today's high. Our 12Y POC is 33.50. Afternoon pullback of 24.25 and today's low of 19. Now, SPY took out some more, another set of single prints. They only leave 2 because of the dividend. So SPY has a high of 545.65, 12 wide at 544.46. Afternoon pullback 543.56, and today's low of 543.02. Now let's go to the charts and break them down. We have 1 week left in this month, in this quarter. So let's see what's going on. Let's start with the Russell. So the Russell, with 1 week to go in the quarter, has a double inside month going, right? You see Russell do this so many times with these balances. So the longer you stay in this balance, hopefully the more energy you come out of it, whether it's to the upside or downside. So for now, I'm calling it a 5-month balance. A 6-month balance this month, this entire year, January through June so far, and it's a double inside month. Weekly is down, okay? One time framing down 2 weeks. So the weekly for now is still down on the IWM and the Russell. And the daily is balance. Okay? I call it a 5-day balance. Friday through this Friday. Last Friday through this Friday. A couple of days this week they tried to get up to the 50 and failed. So they're trapped above the 200 but below the 50. So the monthly and daily are balanced. The weekly is down. For the NQ and triple Qs. Monthly up and healthy. Weekly up and healthy. Now that's not the greatest finish in the world, obviously. That little reverse hammer. And it's a very small range. So keep in mind a lot could happen next week because of that small range. Maybe we stop the one-time framing up, but that doesn't mean we can't go make a new high, or maybe we make a new high first and then stop the one-time framing. It remains to be seen, because the week after next, the market's only open for 3.5 days. So I have a feeling whatever business is going to get done, they might try to do it for next week. So hopefully we get more volatility. But for now, the monthly and weekly are up in the NQ. The daily is a 4-day balance this week. Okay? And they defended the balance low very nicely the first time. And in the S&P, up on the monthly, up on the weeklies, same type of close that NQ had, and it's not a big range, right? It's under $9. And the daily, same thing, 4-day balance. So, again, the bigger picture is the bulls are still firmly in control with the longer time frames up. But the bears did one thing at least in putting the daily back to balance. Hope you had a good day trading and a good week. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Go check out my new website, camelbacktrading.org. Come and join us. Have a great weekend, and we'll speak prior to the opening on